welcome back to Vlogmas. Happy Vlogmas Day 15. I am baking a carrot cake. It is from Saffitz recipe book called Dessert Person. Look what this is gonna look like. Hallelujah. I love watching her YouTube channel. It's like the Great British Bake Off, but more at home. It's super relaxing and she's just fabulous. So Claire, if you ever see this, I fucking love you. And this carrot cake recipe, you guys, it is to die for. Like I've made it once and every single person was like, can you please make this for me again? So we have a little apartment complex Christmas party tonight, so I'm making it for that. And I'm really excited, mainly to eat it. This is my new apron. I got it from this cute little flower shop and it's a very, very soft linen. Love the color. Oh, there she is. I've been looking for you, Claire. There's Claire, Dessert Person. We're gonna mix the wet ingredients first. So this is actually a pretty easy cake to make. It's carrot and pecan cake. I don't like pecans, I don't like nuts, anything like that. So I'm leaving those out. And then making a cream cheese frosting for the top, which, ooh. She also has a brown butter cream cheese frosting variation. I love it. I think it's a little too intense. Like I think it overpowers the carrot cake, so I'm gonna stick with just regular cream cheese frosting recipe. The biggest thing that I found out or learned from her is to use actual vanilla beans. They are super expensive, but worth the money, and it gives like the black speckled look on the icing, which is fabulous. So yeah, let's get started. This thing is such a pain in the ass, so I will say. The KitchenAid one, it just like, we can never get it to work properly. Okay, so we got it to work. Now I'm gonna add in my buttermilk and vanilla extract. She's thick. Buttermilk is not a good thing to have on your clothes. It smells rancid, so. But it tastes good. So for all the wet ingredients, you wanna keep it in a separate bowl, not the one you're gonna have with your stand mixer. And I'm gonna mix this up with my cute little spatula I got from Target. I just like, the color is so fun. And it looks like a shit ton of carrots. It is, but like trust me, I've made this recipe and it is absolutely fantastic. Make sure that's all nice and mixed up. And then I'm gonna set this aside. I'm actually gonna line my pans. I forgot to line my 3-tiered pans, so let me show you how to do that. So I have 3 separate 8-inch pans. I think these are 8 inches. Does that look like 8 inches to you? Brian! And then I just take this is not toilet paper. Paper towels, my God, and rub the oil around the pan. No man left behind. I literally have cake release and I forgot I had this, so we're actually gonna put a little dollop of this in there too. I don't know if it's necessary, probably not, but better safe than crying on your kitchen floor. I'm gonna do this for each pan. So it's oiled up, greased up, and you just stick the parchment paper down in there. It also is better to grease the pan underneath so that it sticks, like the parchment paper sticks to the pan. Also, if you guys haven't seen my Landed in the Kitchen episodes, please go watch those. I talk in a British accent and do shit like this for every single episode, and it's a fun time. Okay, so now I have all of my dry ingredients in here, so I'm gonna whisk this around. Okay, I lied. Actually, you're supposed to do all those dry ingredients in a separate bowl, just like we did with the carrot mixture, and set that aside. And then for the eggs and the sugars, you want to leave those for the stand mixer. Now we're going to beat the eggs and the sugars together. Okay, so this is like the perfect texture. You want it to be ribbony like this. So now I'm gonna put this back on medium-high speed and slowly incorporate a cup of oil. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna replace this whisk attachment with my paddle attachment. When you start to do like flour and add in the dry ingredients is when you kind of want to use the paddle attachment, which looks like this. So now I'm gonna add in 1/3 of the dry mixture and then half the carrot mixture. Using my cute little spatula. I don't know if you're able to see this, but. Okay, then I add in another 1/3 of the flour mixture. Then the remaining carrot mixture. Last, the remaining part of the dry mixture. And you only want to mix this until the flour is dissolved. You don't want to overmix the batter. It should look like that. And then you just want to take your spatula and fold the batter and just make sure everything's incorporated. It's really important not to overmix your batter. That's really good. All right, so next I'm gonna divide the batter into the 3 pans, and you wanna weigh this out. So I have a little scale that I use. I just got off Amazon, super cheap. Okay, I got them to all weigh 31.5 fluid ounces. My scale kept moving around, but they're all equal now, which is very important because when you have a stacked cake, you want all the levels, layers. You want all the sponges to be the same size so that the cake looks even, you know, very neat. So when you put them in the oven, you want to do, and she's like she always does this with all her cakes, Claire does. So you wanna have one of your racks in your oven up high and the other one down low. Placing 2 on the upper rack and 1 on the lower rack, staggering so the pan doesn't have another pan directly above it. So you basically wanna make like a triangle. So you're gonna bake those at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes, but at 20 minutes, you're gonna rotate the pans and put the top 2 on the bottom and the bottom 1 on the top. Okay, so now we're gonna do the frosting. And so you wanna have 8 ounces of unsalted butter. This is my favorite brand, the Kerrygold. Claire says to use it, so therefore I do. Don't use shitty butter or shitty eggs when you're baking. I feel like it makes a huge difference. And then you wanna use 16 ounces, which is a pound of full fat cream cheese. Philadelphia cream cheese. I think the biggest thing that makes this icing so much better is the vanilla bean, actual beans that I'll show you how I scrape it out. So you wanna beat all of this, beat this cream cheese and the butter on medium high until it's completely smooth. It should look like this. And now I'm gonna add in the powdered sugar and the vanilla bean. I never like when they say pinch on a recipe because I'm like, well, that could be a lot or a little. Said generous, but essentially I still don't really know what that means. Okay, and then 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. The powdered sugar is in, and now you wanna cover your stand mixer with a towel, otherwise the powdered suger is gonna explode all over your kitchen. We don't want that. And then you just wanna like pulse it once. Okay, and then you wanna scrape down the sides where the powdered sugar escaped, and then you're gonna beat the icing on medium high for about a minute. Yeah, you can see how light and fluffy it looks. Lastly, after that, you incorporate the vanilla beans. Looks like this, looks like a Demogorgon. Okay, so the key with this is you wanna cut it down the middle, and then you wanna break it open so that it's not like, that you can get every single bit of vanilla bean, because this thing's like, this was $20, I think. All vanilla bean paste, and that's going straight into the icing. So you can see it on the paddle attachment. I'm gonna mix this up now, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. See the vanilla beans in there? It's seriously so good. Okay. So another thing is you wanna let the cakes completely cool inside the pans. Once the pans are cool, you take them out, you put them on a cooling rack, take the parchment paper off, let them cool, and then you can decorate the cakes. Okay, so the cakes are done. They're like the perfect color. And I actually learned this trick from Great British Bake Off. You wanna hear them bubbling, like singing to you. Okay, so now I'm icing the cake. I've let them cooled and I have it on a cake thing. And you wanna put the cakes on upside down so that when you cut, the layers are flat. I put about a cup of icing, she said to do on each, in between each layer. Okay, so now I have my final layer on, and then now I'm going to add a 1.5 cups of icing over the entire top of it, and then put it in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, the cake is done. All right, I honestly don't feel like this is that great, but I did this so fast. I just added some Christmas sprinkles. Anyways, I love you guys. Happy Vlogmas Day 15. I'm gonna go hang out with my neighbors, have little cocktails to get the party poppin'. Baking's fun, it's my new hobby. It just unfortunately does not align with what my allergies are. Peace out, you guys. Enjoy some carrot cake. Go follow Claire Saffitz, she's fucking amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. Our little neighbor holiday gathering. Oh, I love it. Really just me, Natalie, eating all the food. Okay, here's the carrot cake in full form. This is my neighbor Brian, he's one of my favorite people ever. He was the first to try this, no pressure, and I just want you to tell people. Tell people.
No pressure at all.
No pressure at all. How is it? I mean, he introduced me to Claire Saffitz. He literally told me about Claire Saffitz, so I'm like, I owe everything to you at this point.
It is absolutely fantastic. It's super moist. The carrot in there is
moist.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
And you can see the carrots.
Yes, that is key. You can see.
That's the real deal.
Oh my God. Our neighbors are the best. If you guys don't have great neighbors, it changes your life.